Alright, today we will be taking a look at the Gear Fit 2. As we can see, we have a cracked back here, so all the scratches. So we are going to replace the back housing on that. The only tools we will need is a flathead and your normal cross, and as well as the replacement part, and all the parts can be found in the video description below. So to get started, we're going to get our flathead here, and we're going to remove these bands. To remove the bands, it's easier to take the flathead instead of trying to pry that up there. You want to go between the housing and the clip there, and as you push it in, you might hear a click, or it will just go into place, and that means you can just pull it out like so. We'll do the same thing for the other one here. Let's put it in there. It's not too much pressure, you just kind of put it between and just push it up a little bit like that, and it will stay in that position there. You can just pull them out right there. Alright, so next we got 4 screws and 4 screw covers that are covering the screws, so we're going to remove those. The screws here, screw covers are held on by just some double-sided tape. Alright. I'm using a 1.2 millimeter, and we will start removing these 4 screws here. Alright, now that we got the screw covers and the screws removed, we would want to separate the back housing from the screen here. And to do that, I work on the opposite side of the buttons, so I'll work right here. What we would want to do is you'll feel, if you go with your flathead, where the screen and the housing kind of like have the groove there where they connect. What you would want to do is get right in between there and just slightly push up like so. You also want to do it on the other side. Now, depending on how well it's adhered, it might be a bit difficult. You might make sure you don't push your flathead too far in and damage the board on the inside, and also not apply too much pressure to mess up any of the plastic. Alright, now that we got it separated, we're going to finish off by taking it apart like so. Alright, and here is a closer look at the damaged screen. The damaged back cover here. Alright, so we'll take the new one, and to align this, you can see the connection pads right there. We just line them up with the board, and to put it in, you just pop it into place, and now we just go back in reverse. So we're going to start by putting in the 4 screws. Note here, the back cover for the Samsung Gear Fit 2 is different from the Samsung Gear Fit 2 Pro. They're designed a little bit differently physically, so you cannot interchange the parts for those, sadly. Just the dimensions are just a tiny bit different, and they just don't fit together. So keep that in mind when looking for parts for replacing the back cover. And also, when you have the back cover open, separated from the screen, it will be a good time to actually clean up any sweat that might have built up, or and any junk that might have gotten to where the bands will sit inside. Just easier to have everything cleaned up and looking fresh. Alright, last step would be putting the bands on. So the smaller band piece sits on the larger button here. I'll go on the top. So let's do that. Just slide it right in. The other one will go at the bottom here. Slide it right in. Alright, and that's how we replace the back cover on a Gear Fit 2. Thank you for watching.